Hey Libra, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for January 19th, 2023. This is for Libra, last shuffle here for Libra. All right, let's see what we've got, Libra. What we got is present power and discovery. I think you're going to be discovering some very special gifts depending on what the cards come out, what cards come out. Um, Depending on what they come out with, it looks as though you're discovering, or it's important for you now, like you may be trying to figure out what your talents are, what your capabilities are. Like, do I have an affinity for XYZ? Could I change my life? Could I go in a certain direction? Change my look. I can't make this up. Do I have what it takes to get out of whatever situations I'm in? Like Ace of Cups and Ten of Wands, right? You're going to discover a lot of things, or you choose to look at what you've been spending your time on. Is it actually benefiting me in any way? So there's a very good energy. We almost saw Eight of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles, which means, am I over? Like you may be borderline overthinking things. You may be borderline overthinking things to the point where you're not able to see what your gifts are. So it's very important to keep your mind in check and focus on believing in yourself here, believing in what you bring to the table, actually tying up loose ends, because this energy here is about with the present power, Ace of Cups, Ten of Wands, Magician, Pages of Cups. This is about reconciling some things. What can I contribute to? What can I do to take some things off of my to-do list, some obligations? What can I do to tie up loose ends with my obligations? How can I eliminate some of these things? So your present power energy is a thought process. They want you to be more focused on listing your obligations, or your whatever it is that's going on, and what can I eliminate. So like what, like an order of priority, what can I do? And also to understand that you can take care of it. Like focus on what you can take care of, focus on what you can do, because the Magician makes things happen, but it's contingent upon you believing that you have the power to do so. So I would not focus on things that you don't have the ability to fix right now. Like if it's like, I need a whole new overhaul in a certain room, if that's something that you cannot do realistically at this point, it's not something that Spirit wants you to be hyper focused on right now. This would be an energy of now saying, okay, I can do XYZ, break it down into smaller chunks. With Page of Cups, that's breaking it down into smaller chunks. So like, well, what I can do is mop the floor. What I can do is wipe the wall. What I can do is XYZ. I may not be able to actually completely deconstruct this room, but I can do XYZ, right? And that's your power. Your power is compartmentalizing things and making it easier to manage. That is your truest strength. Seeing how things will balance out. Like if I do this and this and this, and I prioritize that and that and that, it's not about overthinking. It's not about putting it all in perspective, like, oh, I'll never get this done, and then sitting stuck somewhere. Do what you can in smaller steps, right? The journey of 1,000 steps starts with one, right? So start with one. Discovery with Seven of Pentacles in the world. So that would be about, what have you been spending your time on? What have you been investing your energy into? And then graduating out of what you used to do, because obviously it's not working because you have Ten of Wands. So then it's like, now I'm stepping out of that. I'm stepping up. Now I see that if I take care of this first, then I could take care of that first. And a great example, which would be like a very mundane example a lot of times, is like, I always tell people, like, if you're going to reorganize a room or deep clean a room, you start from the top and then go down to the floor. You don't sweep the floor first, because say you're sweeping the floor first and then you have crumbs on the table and you have crumbs on your counter. You want to start from the top and then go down, and you may be looking at how you've been doing things and seeing, well, I've been defeating the purpose in a lot of areas. So I'm trying to figure out how I can eliminate a lot of my work. So this is very interesting here. So you have your higher self, and you have Two of Cups with Five of Pentacles. Your higher self may be telling you that it's time for you to cooperate with the energy that you are dealing with, because there seems to be a lot of like sadness in some way, or disappointment, like deep disappointment. Like you may be looking at things going, why aren't things coming together for me? And so the spirit, your higher self, is saying things are coming together, but you're going to have to be like a MacGyver sort of energy. Like you're going to have to, you need to invest in duct tape, kind of thing. Because Five of Pentacles would mean that maybe you don't have all the resources necessary right now, just like we were discussing, but you can do this right now. You may not be able to get a whole new engine, but what you can do is change the oil right now. At least it's still running. At least this is happening and that's happening. And so they're saying that things are going to come together, but you've got to get out of this mind state of what you can't do, because that's causing a lot of disappointment, and then you end up regretting things because you're spending your time on things that are not elevating you. And so spirit wants you to see that, right? Here we have death and Six of Wands with loss. You may feel with this energy that you've lost a lot of the fight to do some things. You've lost a lot of your drive. So there's something that happens right now that where you may look at a situation and go, I can't do it anymore. I'm done. I throw in the towel. And they're saying that what you're doing is killing your success. Like you can have victory. You can overcome all of your obligations. You can overcome everything that's in your way at this point. But it's all about your attitude, and it's all about your mentality and how you're seeing your situation, and the fact that maybe you're looking at it from a very big, like you're looking, I hate to say this because a lot of people say, look at the bigger picture. But if you look at the bigger picture, instead of looking at the pixel that you can fix at the moment, fix the smallest thing first, because they're telling you that whatever it is, it's a daunting task, but it won't be as daunting if you break it down into smaller portions. So you may take care of one thing right now. You may take care of like maybe not all the laundry. Maybe you wash it all and you dry it all and you don't fold it right now. That's okay. At least they're clean. It's very important for you not to throw in the towel at this time, because they're telling you that you have sure success in your path, but you may have lost your happy thoughts about this. So Spirit is asking you here to focus on your higher self telling you that even you may not have much, but what you do have in your arsenal leads you to victory, okay? And then your discovery is that, you know what, you are elevating. You need to be focused more on how you are spending your time, how you are organizing things. Seven of Pentacles, if you notice, she has 7 pentacles on a bush. And the goal is to pick pentacles in order of priority so that none of them go to waste, because each one is a viable source. So they're saying, stick to the small things right now. Like I said, you may not be able to do XYZ, but you can wipe a wall. You can nail something together. You could, paint a certain spot or do certain things. You can do something. It's very important that you see that anything's possible if you do things that's manageable, that still help you believe in what you're doing. Things will come together. Things will reconcile. Things will actually, you'll have this looks like inspiration will come when you take things in smaller bites. Okay. So if you could be dealing with, you have a Scorpio and Aries very strongly. You also have Cancer and Pisces. So you could be a Libra, Scorpio cusp. You also have your complementary energy of Aries here. So they're asking you to dig deep and be the pioneer in your situation that you need. Like you need to be the hero in the situation. Okay. All right. If you like to, if you're not dealing with these signs, these signs could be in your chart, by the way. All right. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.